Hello, welcome to Off the Shelf Reviews. It's Gaming Friday. I'm Gary.
And I feel like finding a dungeon and stealing gold and killing lots of orcs and goblins and stuff.
Awesome, Iain,
Yes.
because I got the game for you.
Nice.
It's a pretty long, convoluted title, but it's fighting, fantasy, legends, portal, and we're going to be going into the Deathtrap Dungeon.
Oh man, the nostalgic goosebumps are all sticking in, getting that book and opening the first few pages.
Absolutely. So just quickly here, I'm just going to go over the fact that we have Deathtrap Dungeon.
Yeah.
We have the Trial of Champions, which is Deathtrap Dungeon, I believe, but just things moved around a little bit. And then Armies of Death, which right now is locked for me because I need to probably complete the Trial of Champions. But right now, we're going to go into the Deathtrap Dungeon. Now, I have a game going, but we're going to start a new game. And I've completed it with the Paladin. I'm having difficulties with the Rogue. But
Chaos
now
Warrior!
we're going to go for some Chaos. So from the get-go, it's a very simple setup for your choice. Now, the main thing you want to go into is your difficulty level.
Yeah.
Difficulty level Adventurer, you begin with 9 lives. Now, I don't know if you remember the books, but you only ever have 1 life. In the books, when you die, you go back to page 1 and start again.
Do you? Because I always found the cheat where if I turned to the page and it said you have died, I just go back to where I made the decision to make the next one.
Yeah, I started to do that after a couple of failures, and it was like, why am I starting all over again?
Yeah, I gave myself extra lives.
Yeah, I gave myself extra provisions. It was like, I'll just heal myself back up, thank you very much, and carry on fighting.
I rolled a 2. Oh, no, the book doesn't know. I rolled a 6. Yeah, I rolled a 6. Next page.
Yeah, I will admit that I did cheat some of those books because those books were hard.
Well, you had to die a couple of times. You know, that's why we love Dark Souls so much. You got to die a couple of times to remember what monsters are going on and what happens. But the reason why I started doing that was because I was kind of sick and tired of constantly rubbing out all the pencil markings I'd made in the first 3 pages and started putting holes in them. So I just was like, no, I want to keep my character alive.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so I'm choosing to go with sort of hero normal difficulty. So I'm going to have 6 lives.
Yeah.
Which, if you increase the difficulty, you get more abilities to start with. So being on this difficulty with only 6, I'm going to take naturally skillful and quick learner.
Nice.
You can also play around with your skill and your luck. So, because I'm the Chaos Warrior and I'm feeling more skillful with this character, I'm going to drop my luck down by 2, which does go to my stamina.
Nice.
Or I can bolster my skill, and I can bolster it some more at a detriment to how much health I'm going to have.
No, that's a good balance.
So, for the Chaos, I think I'm going to take this. This will, okay, goodbye, Rogue playthrough.
Was this game on Steam?
It's on Steam right now. Now, granted, this is not... It doesn't... I mean... There's not too much gameplay,
right? Okay,
so to speak, as it is. It's an adaptation of a book, which you did, have game elements to it when you had the choices, a player choice as to whether you were going to take the left route or the right route, or there might have been 3 options, or whether there might be fighting. It might be different character tests deciding where you were going to go.
Okay,
so there's going to be a lot of reading in the game.
I can deal with reading. I can read.
I don't need to ask about the trial. I know all about the trial.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to thank the messenger and continue on my way. So, there's really what you're looking at here is just a visual representation of the book.
Yes.
So, graphically,
this is literally the start. I mean, in the book, you opened in the town.
Yes.
When you were at the trial and they were getting ready, and then page 1 was you already in Deathtrap. So now,
Chaos Warrior. Oh wait, that's
brought up the menu.
Brought up the menu.
Yeah.
Let's go here. Yeah, Chaos Warrior.
Gary the Bloody.
Gary the Bloody.
Gary the Bloody. Oh, Gary the B. Yeah, let's go with Gary the B. Okay. What is the B stand for? That is the mystery.
Gary the Bearded. Okay, so
Gary the Brave.
Have some new quests.
Gained a quest.
You can visit the quest in the campaign log. Yes, and when you get your XP bar up to 100, so here you can see these are my skill dice.
Okay.
And these are my luck dice. Each dice has 1 coloured side out of the 6 right now. In combat, you'll roll all of the dice.
Yeah.
Whether it's your strength or whether you're doing a luck test. So I'm going to talk to the spectators and pick up another quest. There's somebody who went in here many years ago and has never come back out.
Oh, so she wants to find out
what happened to this person.
He's dead. He's probably dead.
He's actually not.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Oh, right, so you got to get yourself
But now
a
these are
sword.
the other contestants who are also going into the Trial of Champions. This has always been the same so far. There's been no deviation. You'll always get a sword. You'll always pick up that quest. And you will always start the trial as the 5th member.
Oh, really?
And so you'll be the 5th person going in. The knight disappears in first.
Oh, yeah, I
then-
think that's how it works in the book as well.
Then the elf. Then the other barbarian.
Because you can come across those characters. I think
That's
I
right.
remember I came across the barbarian. He was poisoned or he was transfixed by some. Oh, it's a top down. I like it.
So yeah, it's pretty much top down. And now as we enter the first room, I have the choice. I can open the other contestant who's not come in here yet's box. Or I can open my box.
Yeah, open your box.
So I'm going to open my box, and it's 2
gold
gold pieces, which is great. And because I'm the Chaos Warrior, I'm going to open his box as well.
Nice. So I just find 2 gold pieces. Well done. At least you have the top. Yeah.
And there's no negative consequences to that yet. This is the first playthrough I've ever taken the other player's box. So yeah, you move from the boxes, you think about wonder how the other contestants are doing.
It's the remembering like what's
No.
going to happen. 'Cause sometimes the things don't change. You'll always open a door, you know, with 2 orcs in there who are armed, you know, or they're
Yeah.
sleeping, and it all does really come down to your dice rolls and your decision making about how the adventure will develop.
So Ian, 3 of them went west, 1 of them went east.
I think the one on the went east ends up dying.
Well, I'm going to go this way anyway, because
Yeah.
I know if I go this way, there's an item that I can get, which I'm going to need in order to get certain items.
When
in
you
order.
find floating question mark, I thought
Yeah.
it said there was actually a floating question mark.
So basically that just means you will be pulling a random encounter card, and random encounter cards can be monsters, traps, or treasures, or events. And so underneath this first one, it's 2 vampire bats or giant bats.
Ooh,
So
nice.
here we get into the fight. Now we can
Nice.
see that the enemy has 6 hit points. I have my 20 with my
Yeah.
6 lives. The enemy has 1. That's how many combat dice the enemy has. This is mine. I have a sword, which is this dice here. I also am naturally skillful. If you see this symbol here
Yeah.
during skill tests, not necessarily fights, that means an automatic pass no matter how many I actually rolled.
Nice.
So right there, I rolled 5 hits, got 5 hits. The bat rolled 0, rolled all blanks.
I like the detail on the dice.
So yeah, I love the dice. I love the sound effects that they make, and I
Yeah.
love watching them fly at the enemy when it hits them. It's, you know, this is what I would call a laid back game. You know, you can sit here with the mouse and that's it. That's all you need. Or you're just going to be reading,
Yeah.
rolling dice, and things are going to happen.
It's
And you're going to be making choices like in this small recess, you see a section of bamboo with a clear liquid pouring from it.
Oh, I believe the water.
Your
is,
throat is painfully dry and you feel a little dizzy from the
think
heat in the tunnel.
I think it's acid. I don't
The
think
liquid
you should drink
looks
it.
very inviting.
Don't think you should drink it. But
Spoilers,
I
you should
remember.
always drink it.
Really.
Yes, because this will enable you. It feels refreshing, and again, you're in good spirits as you head into the lava flow.
Wow.
Now,
Nice.
I've never come in here without drinking that water, but I can only imagine you would pass out and lose a ton of hit points.
Yes.
So, you feel the heat is bearable. You feel yourself passing out,
Well,
but you press on.
keep pressing on. Yeah.
Maybe because of that drink that I'd had.
Yeah.
But there are, as you are wisely careful in, that sometimes you'll see running fountains and you're like, I need to drink it. And then you get cursed by a hag who had cursed the water. And
That
what that
happened
does
before.
is that puts a negative mark on your dice,
Ooh.
which can result in instant fails on luck tests or skill tests if you have injuries on your dice. So I'm continuing to walk around in the heat, and I know here I'm going to lose 2 stamina.
Yeah.
Well, 4 stamina, even.
stamina,
Oh my gosh. So now I'm definitely going to grab the rope. You're going to need the
So
rope.
it's different then. You thought you were
I'm used to losing 2 stamina, but this time I lost 4.
Oh.
Maybe it's because of the difficulty spike. But I do now have the rope, which is essential tool for completing Deathtrap Dungeon.
Yeah.
In
How do
order
you know
to
that?
because I've completed it before.
Oh.
And in order to get out of the dungeon, you need 4 crystals. And if you do not have the 4 crystals when you get to the exit,
Yeah.
the character at the end of the game will send you to the very beginning of the dungeon, and you have to make your way through the dungeon again to try and get all 4 crystals. If you get sent back to the beginning, you keep everything that you've had.
Yeah.
The only thing that'll happen is you'll just go through it again.
You just gotta go
if
through
you
it.
lose a life, you go back to the very start of the dungeon, but you keep everything as still,
Oh,
including
nice.
your experience, which is how it's different from the book,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah,
the
I've walked in
barbarians.
here, and here is a barbarian who's been stuck in a wall spike trap. And you can also see there's a silver goblet standing on a small wooden table. I've completed the quest of finding out what happened to one of the barbarians, which gives me some XP, and I've leveled up.
Nice. So it gives you...
So I get the choice to upgrade my skill or my luck.
Oh, I'd say luck.
Nope, I'm going to be chaos, and I'm going to add another success onto one of the dice.
Oh, nice.
So as you can see on each dice, there are 3 faces that you can add to. So every time you level up, you'll add a face onto one of those dice.
Yeah.
Let's go and investigate the barbarian's corpse.
I do like the
What do
little
we find?
extra detail. You know, it's like they didn't have to have him walking.
Yeah.
You know, and making him look so
You could have
heavy
just
with those 2 axes.
glided around.
You could have just glided.
But
But
I've eaten some meat and regained 3 stamina.
did you eat the chaos guy
No, I just found some meat on the ground.
from the impaled chaos?
It might have been some in his
barbarian?
backpack.
Might have been his intestines.
So the goblet contains sparkling red liquid.
Don't drink it.
I'm a chaos warrior.
Okay,
I'm going to drink it.
Yeah.
It's sprung a catch and a dart shoots out of a wooden table leg. Test your luck. You need 2 successes.
Oh.
I'm not feeling very lucky.
No, I'm not. Well,
I failed.
Yeah. Should have put that extra one on there.
Well, I'm unlucky. So, you have no time to react before the dart thuds into your thigh and you lose 2 stamina. You drop the goblet to the floor and the red liquid spills out over the grey stone. No treasures for me.
What? You couldn't have just kept the goblet as well?
Now here's where I'm at an intersection where I could have approached here from the left, from below, or from the right.
Yeah.
In which case I have no choice but to
carry
continue
on.
forward.
So you can't go off.
You
and search
cannot
that
go
extra
backwards.
stuff?
It's always forwards. Okay, now this creature, this statue looks like it has a stone in one of its eyes.
If you try to take the eyes, I think the 2 creatures come alive.
Now they will do. Now the idol is very smooth and will be difficult to climb.
And luckily you got
it's a
the
good
rope.
job I got that rope.
But
that means I will not have to take a horrible luck test to climb up top.
Yeah, oh, it's climbed
Now,
up.
as I've played it through several times, I know which stone I need to take. It's always the same on the basic playthrough. I
Okay.
need to take the stone out of the left eye, which, no matter what, will release the creatures.
flying
But I will
guardians.
be at 2 less dice in this fight because I'm fighting on difficult terrain. So let's get into the fight. And I've opened up with 1 hit,
Ouch.
which is not too good.
No.
Hopefully he's a little bit nice. Nope, 2 hits coming back at me. Right, so round 2. Roll the dice. Another single hit going back out to the Flying Guardian.
Don't you just hate those ones?
And 2 more coming back at me.
Yeah, the game's fixed.
Yeah,
the
it's
game's-
sometimes you will be cursing the dice. There's 3 back at him.
Nice.
Hopefully I can hit him in the next hit with another 3. He's got 1 coming back at me.
Nice.
So one of the things about the combat, which is a good thing, if I can get my 3 hits of damage in now,
Yeah.
which I failed, it meant he would not have retaliated
Yes.
and done this 2 damage back at me.
How much
Now
health? You're
I'm
at
down
10
to 10.
health. Oh.
Now hopefully I will just kill him now. Yep. Now look at that. Look at that. It's ridiculous.
Wow, that's
6 damage and he doesn't get to retaliate, but I have got a level up. I have got the XP booster on.
Oh, what's the XP boost?
It basically just means whenever I earn XP, I earn more XP than normal. So it's basically a way of leveling up quicker.
But how did you get it?
At the beginning when you got to choose whether
Your
you're going to be
skill.
naturally skillful, naturally lucky,
Yes.
curse resistant, or having the
Go with extra
XP.
Yeah.
Or there's another one to reduce the damage you take by traps.
Did you see that cock
Yes, I see.
dice?
Sometimes cock dice, if they remain cocked, it will go by the dice roll that it was most obviously leaning towards.
Yeah. Oh, good 5
So
hits
that's a
there.
good 5 hit. He's going to hit me 1 more time in theory, which is nasty.
Oh,
Real nasty.
he's a flying thing though. You gotta kill
Okay,
him.
here
this
we
time.
go. So 2 damage. That's
Nice.
just enough. Just enough. So I can carry on hobbling on. I'm now hoping for some good treasure. I've got one of the emeralds I need. I'm going to climb down now.
You're not going for the other.
No, it's a trap, and
Ah.
it's usually always going to be a trap. So
Well, it is called Deathtrap Dungeon.
exactly. So it's a door, and it's usually a trap. But I'm hoping for some treasure. I really am hoping for some treasure right now,
We need some food.
or a chance to rest.
An angry-looking caveman
It's a
grudging
caveman.
attacks. Oh dear.
Come on, come on,
Death
come
by
on. Opening
caveman.
with a. What's that going to be? Okay, 3 damage going out.
Death by
Was
caveman.
he? Oh,
Oh my god.
I need to kill him now, or he will probably kill
So
me.
it leaves you on 1 health then.
Yeah, I need to kill him.
Oh,
I've got
nice.
him. I've taken
Got
him
him.
down, so I can hobble on because he's not going to hit me now because I've killed him.
That is tense. It's pretty tense.
But I've got no treasure. The next trap or the next monster is very likely going to kill me. Now I'm going to walk through the light, even though I'm a chaos. I know that this will pick me up a quest.
Praise the sun. Praise
Gaining
the
a
sun.
quest.
But at least, I mean...
Okay, now this room is filled with worms and is a trap. There is a dagger hidden in those worms, which I need, but it will mean I will have to do a luck test to avoid the fight or to avoid a pre-attack. I know I'm no good to do this right now. So
you have got 6 lives.
I do,
know, if
so
you
I
would
could
lose
just...
one...
Yes, but I'm going to try and get as far as I can and earn as much XP as I can in this one life. I know I'm going to be coming back this way.
Yes, when you die, yes.
When I die, so I'm going to try and persevere. I know
There's a hole to your right.
that's going to require jumping over and is the only way to go. There is possibility of treasure up here and dying down here as well. So I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to go into the random encounter and hope for treasure. What is it? It's a trap. Okay, I've got to avoid this trap. I need luck, which I'm not very lucky. I got 2. Is it going to be a miss? Is it lucky?
Yes.
I'm lucky.
You just needed.
Very good. That should be a level up as well.
Oh, nice.
I think I should upgrade my
luck.
A little bit of luck because I don't have much.
Yeah, a little bit of luck. We can make it through Deathtrap Dungeon.
Okay, so now it is a dead end essentially, so I get to come back.
Oh man, we
Now,
need like a steak.
going to the left it's nothing. It's just going to mess with me and probably kill me. So I'm gonna take this jump. It's a skill test jump. Let's jump across. Let's do the test. I only need 2 successes. Roll a dice. And I made it. Just made it.
Lucky.
That should be another little XP bonus for making it across. I'm going to be making this jump several times. Every time you die or every time you get sent back, you've got to do the jump. Okay, now I think this is the Riddler room, and the fate of another character.
Yeah? Where's this?
An old man dressed in tattered rags suddenly jumps out from behind one of the statues
and starts to giggle. You can actually see his
good.
face.
Someone else has come to play my little game. Ask your question.
This man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does he weigh?
Do you know the answer?
150?
150?
Yeah, man weighs 100 pounds.
I mean, I failed maths, but I know the answer.
Plus half his weight, which is 150.
The answer is 200 pounds.
How does that work? He weighs 100.
It's a maths equation riddle puzzle. What do we get? A silver brooch.
But half
silver brooch will heal you 1 stamina point after every battle. That's awesome, but hopefully...
But half his weight is 50 if he weighs 100.
Trust me, and it's 200.
Oh, okay.
We found what happened to the knight. The
And
barbarian.
Did he become a statue, did he?
Poorly.
Oh, he did poorly, yeah.
Okay, so now I know that this X marks the spot, is the way to go.
Okay.
But there is another one of the crystals or a treasure further north, past 2 traps.
Let's crystal.
I've got to get past a spike trap that will kill me, and then a rolling boulder trap that could kill me.
Do you want to come back here then?
I'm not lucky. I don't feel lucky enough to attempt it.
Let's carry on through the door then.
Let's carry on and try and just get some XP before I die.
Oh,
okay, what do we have here?
Crom in his stone chair.
Yeah. And there is skeletal fingers in his right hand.
No, the ring is cursed. The ring is cursed.
It is cursed. He will resurrect and try to fight me if I try to take it. So right now, I've not got enough health left, so I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
I'm going to avoid the fight for now.
I remembered that ring was cursed.
Okay, now what do we have down here? It's a random encounter, and it is a bandage. It removes an injury from a skill dice. I don't have any injuries right now, so it goes in the backpack for later.
That's pretty cool that you can garner injuries from the game. Broken arms and legs.
And what do we have in here? Something in the corner of my eye. It's a lucky charm. Automatically pass 1 luck test.
Then the charm fades away.
Very good. So now I can go south or I can go north. South will eventually lead me to a different location north. Right now I'm just going to go north.
Yeah, north.
Let's
go north.
Now,
I'm intrigued. I'm fully contemplating getting this game now.
Let's see what we find in here.
I could really play this game.
It looks like somebody who's been locked in the dungeon for several years.
Completing the quest.
Let's go and release him. Cut him free.
But isn't he crazy? I think he's crazy.
I'm not going to spoil it for the ending, but everything that you do in the dungeon, all the endings do play out once you've completed it.
Nice.
But he explains a few things about the dungeon, and off he goes, and that should be a nice little XP boost and a dice upgrade. So we're going to keep upgrading.
Skill, yeah.
I'm going to start upgrading my second skill dice now.
Yeah, because you need to be able to do better in fights.
Yes.
You know, and if you can do better in fights, then you can make the kills, get the XP, and build up your luck.
Now it's too dark to see too far down it, but I'm going to go wander into this
Stick my
sewer
head
tunnel.
in this pipe and see what's down here.
The pipe is wet and slimy,
I don't like
but
the
you head
idea.
into the darkness, sliding as you go.
Don't
further
like
in.
this. Don't like this.
Oh dear, it's really dark now.
Yeah,
Suddenly your foot touches something hard. You feel the object in the dark, and it seems to be a square made of wood. It rattles as you shake it, and you decide you must be holding a box. Now, do I take it back out into the light to examine it, or do I go further in? I am going to retreat back out and
box.
leave that as an option for other people that may decide to go and play the game.
Yeah. Moving the box
Inside, we find a small copper key
Ooh.
and a hollow wooden tube about 7 inches in length.
Okay. What would the hollow tube
I guess
be
we'll
used?
find rooms later which might have a use for it.
This is a cool game.
It is a cool game, isn't it? Now, like I
enjoyed
said,
this.
it's pretty simplistic.
Yeah. I'll dodge this falling rocks.
I needed... okay, so I'm taking 2 damage, so that's me dead.
Ah,
I'm done. Defeated.
boom.
And this is what happens every time you are defeated. You lose a life. Now I've lost a
Down to
life.
5.
But I will regain my stamina to full.
And you'll just start from the
I'm
beginning.
start at the very beginning of the dungeon. So, stamina gets replenished.
And because you did pretty much everything on your right,
Yeah.
you could
I
just...
am now going to make a decision to go in a different direction.
Yeah.
Even though I can retrace my footsteps and go the same way, the question marks will remain random encounters still.
Oh, okay. That's...
So I can still get XP and fight monsters and find treasures going that way. So this time I'm going to head northwards, and the next time I will head west all the way. It's a
Nice.
random encounter. What's it going to be? It looks like a skill potion. Drink this to pass 1 skill test automatic.
Nice.
We'll keep on going. And we're going to have another random encounter.
There's a pile
I'm
of
guessing it's going to be a
bones
fight.
there.
And yep, it's a goblin.
Goblin.
A very weak goblin, usually only a couple of hit points.
Yeah, and you've got some better
Sometimes
skills.
I've killed them in a single go. There we
Nice.
go. Wabam.
Boom. But then coming here the first time without those upgraded
Without
skills.
yeah, so with the first time playing it through, I was like, I was about to die, lose my first life, and being I would say a veteran of the books.
Yeah.
I was like, but it's game over when I die. I don't want to lose a life. It feels like bad, when you lose a life. But I kind of, after replaying a few times, went, losing a life is okay.
Yeah.
Because you just get to go, you want to be careful you don't lose that many lives. So I gained a life. So I've just got my life back, and my stamina is now at 21.
Yeah. Yeah.
So losing the lives, like my rogue playthroughs, my first few lives have been atrocious. Like I've hardly made any progress in the dungeon. I've only
Kill the
gained a
worms,
few
kill the
XP,
worms.
and but then eventually I found items which I didn't get until towards the end of my first playthrough, and I was getting them earlier on, and I was like, these items are great and will help me now through the rest of the game. So I've got to make the skill test to avoid a sneak attack.
Or you could have
I
used
got
your
lucky.
necklace.
I could have used my necklace, but I got plenty of health right now. I'm okay. So now we're just going to jump into combat with the fly.
Giant fly always got 10.
There are certain milestones or certain, I would guess, key events that occur in the dungeon that once they've happened are permanent. So there is a trial of champions that you have to go through when you go through the dungeon. If you complete it successfully on repeat, if you then die leaving that area, when you approach it, you just walk straight out the exit. You don't have to do it again.
I noticed that when you walk past the light.
Yeah, it was automatically done.
automatically
when
done.
I go
no
past the
quest.
statue that I took the gem from, you'll just walk right
just
past
walk
it
right past
because
it.
those key moments are already triggered and done. So this giant fly has done a bit more damage than I would have liked it to have done.
But you've got food in your backpack if you want to.
I think I've already eaten all the food that's in my inventory. I've got. I do have provisions.
You have provisions. Game on.
Your stamina increases by 1, so I guess I could just eat that.
No.
I don't know. I think it's already in effect.
It's just something that's already.
Yeah,
in
it's
effect.
already happened. But there are consumables like the bandage, which will be used should I take an injury.
Yeah.
And that can occur, such as like falling in tunnels.
Yeah.
So I could just come back up here and do another random encounter before attempting the jump, which is always worth doing.
Still not going further left then.
I'm not going further left until I have. Oh, that's great. That'll heal all of my wounds, no matter where I'm at.
Nice.
But I have to be in a position where I can drink it. But that is almost essentially a full life or a full exploration of the dungeon.
Yeah. So when you when next time you're down to 1 health again, you just kind of Nice.
But the risk is, something might do 4 damage to you. So in which case you would have drunk it before then.
Yeah, but like when we were walking around the first time, you were walking down the corridor with 1 life, and you wanted to fight stuff, but you didn't want to fight stuff.
Yeah, I was hoping to find that.
Yeah.
Or a bench that you rest and recover some hit points, or something happens.
The old man's back.
So let's play another game. Feed me and I will live. Give me water and I will die. What am I?
Fire.
Correct answer. Let's get another treasure. What do we get? Sugared cake. A delicious cake which restores 5 stamina.
Oh, eat that.
So I think I'll eat that.
Yes.
Now let's eat some sugared cake that was given to us by a deranged old giggling man in a dungeon that nobody has ever walked out alive from.
Well, you have now twice.
Okay, so I think we should go and investigate the boulder trap up here now.
Yes, we can approach that.
Okay, so I'm going to try the dice roll on the first test, and then I'm going to try use the lucky charm on the second test. So luckily,
nice,
just passed it, so we can move further forward. The tripwire is undisturbed.
Definitely go get an
and there's
upgrade
the
on your
Indiana
dice
Jones
soon.
style boulder that would chase you all the way down. But I have a lucky charm.
Yes.
Pass the test and get past the trap.
Fuck you, game.
It was an XP bonus. I'm just going to have to go on luck because
luck's just earned
it's earned itself. Yeah. So that's that dice maxed out. And let's go and see what we found.
Plates.
You reach a dead end in the tunnel where the huge boulder sits, possibly a start of some kind of trap. You carefully investigate the ground around the boulder and find a shiny sapphire, one of the 4 items you need to complete the game.
Nice.
And there was nothing else. Sometimes I found extra gold or extra treasure, I believe. Maybe it was just my imagination. Hey, where's that parchment gone? Is it still there? Yeah, it's still there.
We want to fight the old skeleton.
Yeah, we want to fight him now.
Oh, here he comes.
The skeletal warrior. He doesn't have that many hit points.
Not that
Come on,
much
one-shot him. Okay, maybe not.
2. That's not bad.
It's not bad. He's down to 4. Hopefully he doesn't hit me back too hard. He missed entirely. So here we go. Roll the dice. Just 2 more wounds. Okay, we're just going to break him down slowly. But it gives him a chance to hit me back.
Just play with him.
Nothing again. Now, there are additional items you can pick up. There are better weapons. And there is also armor and shields, which are like blue dice, which you roll. And they have shield icons on them, which will, if you roll the shield icon, will negate any damage the enemy does, or by 1, depending on how many dice you have in that. So parchment is going to tell me now that having a shield and using this scroll in combat with that creature will give me the prompt then to use the shield, probably with a luck or a skill test, to avoid major damage before the fight even breaks out.
Yeah.
There's manticores, there's blood feasts, there's medusas, there's
rock rubs,
goblins, there's all sorts of creatures. There's even a there's the quest index, and here is a creature codex. Right now, in all of my playthroughs, I've only unlocked 28% of all of the creatures in maybe 2.5 playthroughs.
Nice.
So
but do you feel the drive to film
absolutely more? I mean, this is a game that I know I'm going to keep playing, because I'm going to say now, the game was £7 or £8 to buy.
Yeah.
This is not the first release of this type of game. Based on the books. There is a couple more, or at least one that preceded this one. This was the one I decided to jump into. Now, granted, each of the 3 books, or the 2 books, are broken down into the separate books chapters. So when you start one, you're starting a character from afresh.
Yeah.
The one that came out before this one has your character play through all the books. Ooh. That's released in it in a bigger map, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it's one cohesive story in a way, whereas this one is broken down. Based on what books and what they're doing, I'm kind of interested to see how they've done it the other way. But it works for this. I have no issues with the gameplay mechanic. I knew what I was getting into. Being a fan of the Ian Livingstone books that I rented religiously from the libraries.
Yes.
Those books got me reading, got me into dungeon adventure hack and slashes, and now I'm playing it again with the visualization with it, with some sound effects. I love the sound effect of the dice hitting the table.
I love the dice. I love seeing them all come up blank then.
Yes, yeah. Here we go. I've taken the bat down.
Oh, the bats are dead, yeah.
And I also like the fact that some things change as you go through the dungeon. Apparently, they are going to be continuing to add more books as they now have the game engine.
Yes.
They now know how it works. They can keep adding more books to it, which will probably be I'm not sure which books they'll do, but they'll probably be sort of paid for DLCs.
Yeah.
So there'll be microtransactions.
But then,
for
I
it.
mean, for this game to come out as, what, £7 or £8, like you said, I mean,
And then
how
each
much...
book could probably be another £4 or £5.
Yeah.
Which I'm more than happy to keep doing. I think I'm going to enjoy playing through with the different characters and playing around with the difficulties and challenging myself to survive these books again.
Yes.
It definitely hits the nostalgia for me. The game is very, like I said, very simplistic gameplay terms. You're just going to be making different decisions. The treasures you get are going to be different. The
Oh, you
monsters
should have
you
gone
fight.
down the tunnel.
I'll leave that to
further
anybody
down.
who's now seen this video and already gone, take my money.
Do you know what's down there?
I
do
know
you?
what's down there. I'm not going to say. You'll find out. It's
It's a lucky clover.
What did the Lucky Clover do?
Removes one curse.
I think it removes a
dice?
curse. Okay. So again, you could have had a character that is then curse resistant, and then having that item is just a dud.
Oh, who's this?
It's one of the other heroes making his way through. Now I can join up with him or head on without him. I'm gonna let everyone find out what happens east.
Yeah.
It's not too exciting, to be honest, but it's some good information can be garnered from there. So now I get the choice of letting him go down first or me going down first, and I'm just going to go down first. I know what happens anyway. It's still going to be a test.
Throm, I think that was the gold you stole at the beginning.
I stole his
You
box,
stole
yeah,
Throm's gold.
but he's still travelling with me. Let's read the red book, and
Klaatu Varata Niktu.
let's find out about the Blood Beast. Ooh.
Nice.
Lots of info about the Blood Beast. Gained a quest. Defeat the Blood Beast. Now, Throm, he's not a very intelligent person. He doesn't really like you reading these books and investigating. But there's a strange medicine. Now, I've tried pouring it into my wounds before and it did nothing, so I'm going to drink the liquid and see what it does. I can detect traps for a hidden time.
Nice.
Well, that should prove lucky. So, Ian, are you tempted? Are you tempted by the game?
I am very tempted by this game. I've been into a massive RPG kind of lull recently that I've just needed something, and I've been playing a few games.
This is definitely
on Steam.
not a demanding spec-wise game
No,
either.
that's it, and it's a very easy game that you can,
Oh!
that you can just pick up.
Ah.
Oh, can you just save and quit and then come back
Save and
to it
quit
later
anytime,
on?
and you'll come straight back to the moment that you've just quit at.
Nice.
The thing is, you can't then just start another playthrough.
No.
You have to finish that one's playthrough or overwrite, as you saw me do at the beginning of this one.
That's fine with me because, you know, if I gave myself 6 lives, you know, I was only saying this a few days ago, where games don't really have that much of game over anymore. You know, books were the adventure books were probably the first time I really realized about game overing when I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
You know, and just being like, crap, I've got to start all over again. Where this game says, you got 6 lives, use them wisely.
Yes, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and you know, you are kind of going to be playing a little bit of paper, rock, scissors with the randomness of the traps and the events that can occur to you.
Yeah.
So, you know, for the purchase that I made, for the price that I paid for the game, I knew what I was getting into. I wanted this sort of game because it was a game that I can play in between playing my big games.
Fuck, you lost 5
Yeah, Throm
stamina
just
from
carried
the
me out.
boulders.
It was his fault. It was his fault, but now I just gained 2 stamina from resting.
Nice.
So now I'm entering the Trial of Champions. Now, the first time I came in here, I immediately attacked the dwarf and I paid the price for it. But however, when I left this area, I still did knock the motherfucker out. So I'm just going to quickly do this. We're going to do the Trial of Champions before we end the video.
Yeah.
So now he wants me to guess. I'm going to roll all my luck dice and guess what I'm going to roll.
Ooh.
I'm going to guess an odd number because I'm unlucky.
Yeah.
And there we go.
We got the odd number.
Which passes the test. And now we move on to catching a cobra before it strikes me with my skill test. And I'm skillful enough to catch it.
You have
Did it? And because I rolled that gold one,
Yeah.
if I'd rolled nothing else, all blanks, it still would have been a pass because I'm naturally skillful.
Nice.
Now we're going to enter into the fighting pit.
I was going to say, you have got that potion that allows you to automatically
pass one
skill
of those
test.
tests. Yes, yeah.
Oh, what do you have to fight?
I have a choice now of opening the left door or the right door. I usually open the left door to fight the Minotaur because it's fairly easy. But now I'm going to open the right door, and I think it's a poisonous scorpion.
Oh,
yes, which
yes.
is also nasty because he has double damage.
Ooh.
Which is why I don't like fighting the giant scorpion. He also has more hit points than the Minotaur and does more damage than the Minotaur.
Oh.
But I actually want to defeat a giant scorpion. So
you can get
let's
it
try
charred.
it. Let's try it. What's he going to hit me with?
Oh,
Two damage.
nice.
That's a gentle opener. Okay, now let's finish it. 4 damage. Okay, it means I'm going to have to enjoy this one more hit.
Yeah.
So 2 more damage coming
more
back in. I'm
damage.
going to get him. I'm going to kill the giant scorpion. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, I'm going to take another hit. I want it dead because I know what's coming next. Oh my. That's 8 damage back
Have you
at
used
me.
that potion to him?
I haven't used that potion yet, but I need to kill him now. I need a hit. Okay,
Yes.
so I've definitely hit it. Now, because I know that there is another fight coming straight after this. Now, I'm going to eat the food. Feeling a little bit better.
Yeah.
2 stamina. 6 stamina. That is not enough for what's coming next.
We do, yeah.
So I'm going to drink the potion.
Ooh.
Because now, Thom did the test while I was fighting in here.
Yeah.
And he got bitten by the cobra.
And he's gone crazy.
He's now crazy because of the poison. So now I'm going to have to put him out of his misery. Which is a real shame.
Goodbye,
because
Thom.
he helped me get this far.
But yeah, you may not have taken
And because
it.
I've now healed myself, I kept the potion for the right time. So obviously having the foresight and knowledge of the dungeon is definitely going to help you get through it on its repeat playthroughs. And then
Yeah.
of course challenge yourself by starting with only 3 lives and use them wisely. And then of course you are going to be hoping to get lucky and hoping that you get the right items to carry you through the dungeon. Because getting some of those gemstones is going to be a pain.
Yeah, and that's only book 1. You still
And-
have 2 books after that.
And yes, there's only 2 more books. We're playing this book again, but with some things being changed. And so yeah, I've got another upgrade.
Yes.
So let's keep upgrading that luck a little bit more, because it's the thing I'm lacking, because I have plenty more skill dice.
Yeah, definitely.
And so with that, we're going to bring this episode to an end. And also, this will probably be the last scheduled regular Gaming Friday.
Yes.
I have mentioned it in the podcast that basically we're getting to the point where I'm having to rush some of these videos when I don't have time to continue working on the videos, when we've got the film reviews that we're doing.
Yes,
And
we're trying to balance it with everything else.
We're trying to
between
balance it with
work
our
and family
day-to-day
and all that
job
kind of stuff.
and families, and things are getting a little bit crazy. And so I'm also feeling that I'm rushing the Gaming Fridays, and I'm not being able to fact check or play the games to its completion to be able to fully talk about them. And I also just need to take a bit of a break, otherwise I'm gonna burn out.
Yes.
So Gaming Fridays will be coming to an end after this one. There are still games that me and Iain want to talk about, that Jeff wants to talk about, and we will make them, but it will just not be regularly scheduled Fridays anymore. It will be as of and when we can do them without hitting the burnout feature. And so
hopefully once we've got a balance on top of everything, you know, we go back to kind of our normal routine, whatever our normal routine is, we can get back onto doing them. Gaming Fridays and the sequential Saturdays. But at the moment, it's just it's not making us feel good just chucking something out for you guys and then sitting there going, oh, we could have done that
Could have done better, yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't I put that? I just brought the blimmin' stilts and then didn't wear them. And so, with that, we just want to say that new film reviews every Thursday without fail.
Yeah.
Podcasts on the first Saturday of every month. You'll still see us. We'll still return with gaming videos in the future. But with that, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for supporting us and following Gaming Fridays. And we'll see you soon.
Yes, catch you later.